and Hip Hop's Erica Mena and Safaree and Khia, my neck, my bag. They got this situation going on around an OnlyFans account. So Love and Hip Hop, they got to keep the drama. And Mimi, more drama, claims that she lost $150,000 because she couldn't come with the drama. Stay with me, we're gonna talk about it.
The top dog, I know these niggas all want my position, cause I'm putting up numbers like a statistician. The king back like LeBron when he returned to Cleveland. Time to spread the bag around, make sure we all eating. Heard some niggas think they got us, guess we all even.
Food and water together as a couple. Let's talk about a goddamn boy. Just get married not a year ago and just had a newborn baby girl, and these motherfuckers making fans only and Pornhub account. We the people want to know why you two motherfuckers got married and y'all out here dry begging. Y'all putting on for the gram like y'all got all of this goddamn money and can't pay your bills. We ain't been on lock for 45 days and you mother already broke selling y'all on the mother fans only. Erica get money, had to follow in her footsteps and create her OnlyFans on the account. You know, she needed milk for her child because her titties done dried up. She ain't breastfeed no more. Saying ain't so. You'd rather be a hoe than to breastfeed your mother child, girl. Safaree set up a page and you didn't want to be outdone, so you set up a freak page, girl. We the people want to know how y'all just got married and bored with each other already.
Safaree and Erica, they have their own OnlyFans accounts. Now my response got a couple layers to it, so I need you to bear with me, okay? And I need you to stay with me too. Number one, yes, this couple is married. Yes, they have OnlyFans accounts, but I'm gonna be honest with you. When it comes to me, I don't give a damn what they doing. If they in agreement about whatever they doing, Erica Mena claims that she's only showing stuff that she already posts anyway. But one would say, why would somebody pay to see that when they already see it? And Safaree, they both dropping their incomes of how much they made from it and all of this stuff. But you know what, really and truthfully, who cares? Who cares what they want to do? As far as what Kai is talking about, I hate. So what I'm about to say is going to sound very critical. And in as much as my intention is not to tear anybody down, but sometimes the truth is what it is. And I just want to be clear with that. Me personally, I think all this drama is unnecessary. It's really unnecessary to talk about it, but this is what's popping up during this quarantine, so that is what we will talk about. They're grown people. This is their business. They have to put it on social media, unfortunately, because that's how people find them. So that's how that got out. But Khia, however you say her name, child, she must really be miserable, or I know that dysfunction is profitable, but the words that she uses to attack people, that come from a different place. I don't care what's involved or what the goals is in, because I can be very truthful about a person, and at least in my perception, this is how I perceive it. And everybody has the way they perceive things and their comments from it. I could be very rude with that. I'm gonna tell you the truth, but it's not in me to. She want to go put a person on the lab in biology. She want to take a little scalpel, cut them open, see what their guts look like, put them out. Then she want to put them back in and sew the motherfucker back up. That's not necessary. Money makes people do a lot of strange things, and we're going to get to the root of this stuff with the whole Mimi situation. Money makes you do some strange things, and some people, everything is negotiable, somebody said, when it comes to money. It's not if they're willing to do it, it's if you got the right amount to pay them that they're willing to sell it for, they'll do it. I'm telling you, money will make a nun a hoe. It really will. It will turn a preacher into a male prostitute. It will have a cop not protecting and serving the people that need protecting and serving, the innocents, you know, they protecting and serving the criminals. Because being a villain is profitable. Not being a saint, nobody cares about the saint. Oh, that's good, they're gonna clap for you a couple minutes. Yeah, good for you. But you ain't really talking about shit for real. Not nothing to keep their attention. Kia's just really uncalled for. At the end of the day, get it how you live. I ain't knocking nobody hustle, right? But As long, I will say this, as long as she can go to bed at night, she cool with all this foolishness that she mutters out of her mouth and speaking on people and their lives and shit like that, then cool. I'm cool with it. Because if she don't give a fuck, why should I give a damn? I don't know. Good question, right? So let's go to Mimi. Now this is what Mimi's saying. Listen to the pay cut she took because she didn't have Nan or manufacture Nan drama.
Going through
Yes.
for real.
Yes.
Really real. It was a situation. Today they're fighting over who's the queen of Atlanta. What? I don't understand. So like I'm not gonna get involved in some, I just don't get it. So you know, I think the show has kind of switched gears a little bit. A lot of actually. And I've elevated and grown from the BS that I was in. And I'm happy now. And nobody wants to see you happy on Love and Hip Hop. They just don't. Love and Hip Hop is not a happy arena. They want to see pigs flying and drinks thrown and somebody punching somebody in the face. That's what they want to see. And I choose not to participate in that. And I've had to take a major pay cut because of it. And the reason was I didn't have enough drama in my life.
Wow.
Yeah, 150.
How much did you take a pay cut for?
You're going to have to take because
I can hear you. What did you just say?
50,000.
What?
150.
Because you couldn't deliver wigs throwing, calling people out their names, all of that. Well, sister, let me tell you something. First of all, I'm about to speak life into you, and then we're going to get back to this interview, okay? You're about to surpass all of that. That is ridiculous that they gave you a $150,000 pay cut because you couldn't deliver and were not willing to because you're in a happy place and you're becoming healed and happy in your own skin, You're here right now in 2020. So because I'm not the Mimi that was back in the day doing whatever you liked or having the drama with men and love and whatever and the girls, now you're going to take me. Okay, I'm just going to say Mona Scott Young for real. I'm sorry.
On my last interview, because, you know, every season we have to go back and talk to the producers and they're like, so what's going on in your life, X, Y, and Z. And I think the second question I was asked was Ty cheating on me? Was the second question the producers asked in my meeting with the producers. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, am I supposed to be up in a bad place, being cheated on my whole life? Like, at what point am I allowed to grow and be happy and be okay and be good? Why do I have to consistently be cheated on every relationship that I'm in? But that's what they want. And they were like, well, you either find some drama,
no,
or
they just said, go look for some drama so you can get your $150,000 back.
Yeah, you better go find some drama. And I wasn't willing to do that. I wasn't willing to put my relationship in that place, because if you bring BS to...
It's so funny because the lady over here, baby, she felt it, okay? She felt it in her spirit. It made her feel a certain type of way. She got to preaching real quick. We almost passed the collection place. She was inspiring me. Yes. And Mimi, she's doing her thing. This is my thing. She said the show is taking a different turn. No, the show is not taking a different turn. It's not. I mean, since the first time I seen it, it was ignorant. That's what y'all signed up for. Make no mistake. I'm on Mimi's side. I want to make that clear too. But I'm saying, a lot of times we sign up for stuff in the spirit of the moment because it sounds good, it's going to put us on, but we wasn't really ready for the emotional and the jeopardizing it was going to put us in once we started to grow in that. That's the thing, you get in and you get out. You get in, you get out. You got to make the most of it. I mean, even if you want to come in the first season, argue with a couple people, black a couple eyes, throw a couple things, because you really trying to get your numbers up and your money up, then you go invest it in something else, and then you go ahead and be a reformed fool after. That's cool. I mean, I call myself a reformed fool, or I just act a fool. It comes in, it comes out. It's cool. But when I'm at work, when I'm handling my business, I'm gonna be professional. I'm gonna handle my business. But anywho, we're not talking about me. Back to this. I think it's funny because when you're listening to it, you in the moment, it's like, damn, 150,000. Damn, they told you go find some drama. Damn. But at the same time, that's how you came in. That's how people met you, was drama. You were the headliner of the drama. You had all this stuff going on with men, these women, these whoever. It was a lot going on. And it's okay because we as people, we go through our evolution. We have watched Mimi evolve, and that's what she's supposed to do. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's a time for everything and no judgment for any of it. But that show don't evolve. They about their money. They don't care about your evolvement. Act a fool. If you want to be a part of this, here's your thing. This is your options. You act a fool or don't and take a serious pay cut. And be glad we allow you to sit your face on this platform. Because that's how it is. And that's the thing. America is in a long-standing dysfunctional relationship. And dysfunction is needed to function in other arenas that are profitable. Since you were a child, if you look at the cartoons you used to watch, since we were kids, we were programmed through the television, which is a programmer, to become in love with dysfunction, destruction, confusion. We're in love with it. So they're not going to stop now. Who's going to stop something that's been working? It works. Regardless of what the argument, they know it's ignorant. We know it's ignorant. I know it's ridiculous. It doesn't stop me from tuning in and watching it though. They don't care how you feel about it as long as you sit your punk ass down and watch it, and it makes them money. Well, that's the thing right there with that. And then that goes back to the whole thing with Erica Mena and Safaree. They need storylines, and I'm not saying they created these OnlyFans things for storylines. They created it for money. You have to pay to see them. Regardless, people say that we want to expose people. I don't understand that. We're so quick to want to call people broke. Whether they're broke or not, everybody needs money. Even a rich man needs money because he still got bills. He gonna still keep getting money however he can get money. Now the fact that you want to reduce that fact down to some foolishness because you want to cap on somebody and accuse them of being broke, maybe they are broke. But guess what? They living, they married, they got a kid, they happy, they got a lot of stuff to be grateful for. So what's the issue? When you are in a marriage, you and that person governs how you live your life. It sounds to me that they're in agreement of what they're doing. So it sounds to me everybody else's opinion doesn't matter. I don't know. That's just my take on it. That doesn't make it to be a fact. It's just how I feel. But I want to know how y'all feel. That's what's really important. How do you feel about it? Because $150,000 is a large pay cut. But let's be clear, Love and Hip Hop was never meant to be GM for Chrysler. It wasn't meant for it to be a hospital when you a nurse or a doctor. It wasn't meant for longevity. It didn't come with a 401k plan, and it didn't do all your building of your life. You took that, you're supposed to take that moment, and Cardi B did it. It's possible, and Cardi B might be an exception to the rule. I mean, she kind of is. But you have the opportunity to take that platform and do something different with it. And I'm not saying that Mimi didn't try. I'm not disrespecting her. I'm not really addressing her. I'm just saying, period. Anybody that gets on the show, you supposed to take that opportunity to make the best of it. They don't care. They're in it for their interests, just like you got in it for yours. And then when the terms started not to be so favoring as you got older, then it was an issue. It was never an issue on their end. It's just your issue. So you got to really be ready for what you're signing up for. Everything has a price tag on it. How much are you willing to pay? Are you willing to pay with your morals, with your peace, with your privacy, with your mental health? Are you willing to pay with that? I don't know. Y'all let me know what you think in the comments.